Hey, today I prepared some, well, not me, AI basically found me some Am I the Asshole stories. Anyways, I'm going to be reading them out and basically judging a complete stranger's opinion, life story, something, some story. So yeah, alright. The first one. Alright, this one is r slash is it normal? Is it weird that I'm crying over a pair of jeans? Now let's read that. For context, I have these jeans. I already like the text formation. This is much easier to read. They're my favorite pair, and I have them since late 2020. Surprisingly, they still fit me, and they fit very well. However, seeing as they're about a yearish old, they're obviously worn out. Yesterday, a hole appeared on the back of my jeans by my butt, so obviously I couldn't wear them. My mom stitched them back up, but earlier tonight the hole got a little bigger and the stitching became loose. Damn, alright. Now these jeans are kinda like my comfort item. I know that seems a little weird, but they just make me feel so safe. I'm so sad that there's a hole in them and the place I got them from doesn't sell them anymore. Everyone is telling me to stop being dramatic because they're just jeans. But to me, they're like an old stuffy or blanket you might have. They have meaning. So is it weird that I'm crying over having to throw them away? First of all, hold on. Why do you have to throw them away? All right, first of all, I don't think this person needs to throw them away. And yeah, you don't have to wear them. You can keep them, and after a while, maybe you're not that attached anymore. I generally, in my life, I also tend to, as every human, get attached to something, and I try to, kind of not do that. For not well, crying is an extreme example. I don't know the age of this person or gender or anything really, but it does seem like a younger person. So crying, well, yeah, I would see some cases of it being normal. Yeah, if they really need that much. But I never had any I never owned any items that I cried over. Definitely sad. I remember I had this let's say something associated with sound design, and I had to sell it because it was taking too much space, and it was a big part of my life. Because yeah, a big part of I would even say me. It's hard to explain, but this item meant a little too much for me. So yeah, if a pair of jeans means that much to a person, that would definitely not be weird at all. I never really had like a teddy bear or something like that that made me feel this type of way. I never really thought of that. But yeah, you have to have that experience once in your life to really, yeah. Anyways, all right, this was Is It Normal? Okay. R slash unpopular opinion. Room temperature is the superior way to drink water. All right. First of all, just by reading the title, what do I have to say about this? Yeah. Mm. You know, I I uh, I see like I think it depends more on the continent because I live in a relatively cold country year round, so you wouldn't really drink cold water or even hot water or warm water most of the time. It's something, yeah, in between room temperature-ish. So based on just the title here, I wouldn't say that it's unpopular, but it's probably a person from, I presume, some English-speaking country like America or England. But an Englishman, I don't think he would say something or post this here. Anyways, people always judge me for this opinion. Judge away. I have never felt less thirsty after drinking ice water. Okay, it does not quench my thirst. If anything, it makes me more thirsty. Okay, this makes absolutely no sense. But it also hurts my teeth to drink, which I know is a sensitive teeth thing and doesn't affect everyone. Okay. I always ask for water with no ice at restaurants, and even then, the water is always chilled and too cold, and I have to wait for it to warm up to drink it. You know, this actually sounds sensitive teeth thing. You know, I'm not a professional, not a doctor, but this person has to definitely go to a doctor, visit a doctor, because it's. This sounds, as I'm reading it, sounds like an actual problem. You shouldn't be. Hurts my teeth sounds a bit, violent. Anyways, furthermore, you are actually getting less hydration from ice water than you do from room temp or lukewarm water because your body has to expand energy to warm the water up to your body temperature. Alright, let's move on. I like room temperature water. Water that has been sitting out for a while is the best. Also, tap water tastes infinitely better than filtered water. The tap water in my city, at least. Okay. Name me a single better common feeling than waking up at 3 a.m. dying of thirst and downing 20 ounces, alright, of room temperature water from your nightstand. You can't. Alright, 20 ounces, this tells me this is probably an American, a person from America. I've been to America, and what I can say is it's definitely vastly different from my country. Everything from the store-bought water to the tap water to the country being large, and yeah. Anyways, I don't like that this person included less hydration from ice water than you do from room temperature water here, because just based on what, and also okay, let's just continue. You can't. Room temperature water still tastes cold because it is colder than your body temperature. It's just so much more satisfying. Okay, still on the topic of drinks, soda and carbonated water, soda and carbonated drinks are gross too. Why would you want a drink that tastes like it's burning you? And soda is so sickeningly sweet, it's just plain nasty. And it's terrible for your teeth. But that might be a topic for an entirely separate post. Okay, so that was the end of the story, or unpopular opinion. Let's see, I'm just reading out some comments here. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, mixed opinions. You know, I just think it's a bit extreme to say, or it's definitely an unpopular opinion. The way uh, this person, uh, you know, told his perspective. The person's perspective is an unpopular perspective. I wouldn't say that room temperature is not the superior way to drink water. I would say it's like a zero. You can move in the left or the right direction. You know what I mean? But like room temperature is room temperature. It's like a middle ground, I would say, for water. You know, I think the easiest water to access is room temperature. You know, okay, maybe I'm wrong about this. Anyways, you get my point. R/confession. Let me read it. I set off the smoke alarm on a commercial plane by vaping. All right, before reading anything here. Yeah, let's just dive in. 24 female. This is, yeah. I need to get this off my chest because it has been years, and I still feel awful about it. In 2021, I was flying from Cincinnati to Palm Springs with my family. I attended high school during the Great Jewel epidemic. Got influenced. Got influenced and was still desperately clinging to nicotine as a young adult. My dumbass had no idea there was a smoke detector on the ceiling in the plane bathroom, so I literally just blew a fat cloud right into it. Yeah, well, it's, I mean, I've never been to a plane where you can't obviously see like 20 signs of no smoking absolutely everywhere in the mention. Okay, anyways, maybe this is something, alright, anyways. Cue an ear deafeningly loud ring, and I immediately realized I had yeah. I walked out of the bathroom and to my deserved horror, all 70 to 100 people had twisted their necks to look back at me. You know, okay. I still have no idea how I got away with it. I think I was just lucky. The flight attendants totally knew what was up. For the rest of the flight, they kept coming over to my seat and asking what happened. I told them I had no idea, and while I'm sure they knew exactly what had happened, nothing came from it. Except for my mom having a mental breakdown and telling the ex-convict next to her, my entire life story for the remainder of the flight. All right, typical mom moment, you know. Well, actually not. Actually not, but you know, this. All right. The reason it bothers me so much, other than being objectively wrong and against the law, is because I bet at least one person thought they were going to die for a second. Just wanted to put this into the void for some mental closure. Yeah, I mean, there's really, it's just a confession, and the fact that this person didn't get any fines or nothing really happened from it except 70 to 100 people twisting their necks. I wouldn't say it's really something to be, be scared of, or like, you know, this person is it's been a while, as I understood. So yeah, I've had way worse things happen to me, and I already forgot most of it. So yeah, I mean, this is a good person, probably a bit too good. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it was. I'll see. Maybe next time I'll do something like a tier list or a personal story. But yeah, thank you for listening, for watching.